It's been a while since I made like a full video. I know everybody is worried about like the documentary Quiet on Set, and everybody has like heard of it because they heard like everybody has been around behind the scenes with Dan Schneider and how much of a creep he was. I know he worked on The Amanda Show and iCarly. I'm mostly gonna talk about the one show in particular. It came out in early 2024. This is gonna be one of the stupidest shows they have ever created. Not because they created a show about ducks that completely looks like frogs and ducks. No, they made Breadwinners, and they made Fanboy and Chum Chum over Adventure Time. You chose Fanboy and Chum Chum over Adventure Time. So, which show am I going to talk about today? We are going to talk about the newest and recent show that Nickelodeon has released on the Nicktoons franchise, Rock, Paper, and Scissors. Now, this show doesn't need introduction. Now, this show is about like rock, paper, and scissors, three boyfriends who live in the exact same apartment, in the exact same room, and they always like to argue with each other. Now, mostly, some of these episodes are kind of cringy and try to make references to Disney, or trying to roast Disney, I guess, by printing like a lot of references. And why the fuck did they have a character named after me? Like, he's literally made out of garbage. So what do these characters do, and what are their personalities like? Well, you have to sit down because these personalities aren't gonna be pretty. Now, first up, we got the dumb titular bitchular himself, Rock. He is the strong and muscular one. He was gonna be, but then I realized he is just having the same IQ as Patrick or any other modern SpongeBob character. Then next up is Paper. He's trying to be like the smart Squidward type of character, but I prefer Lou as Squidward than Paper because he's acting like a tech wizard, and plus he's like bisexual. Why is he bisexual? Because he's like mostly in a romantic relationship with Scissors, and he has a crush on this Pencil Girl character. Her name is Pencil, by the way. I don't know why the fuck did they name these characters after these types of objects. Like, can I name myself Thing? Then there's Scissors, who looks like he came out of the 1950s. My god, what are these personalities? I know I'm not a fan of these personalities. They just remind me too much of modern SpongeBob. Couldn't they just come up with something very original instead of like naming these characters after objects? It's just really boring. And why did you like predict in the episode where like Lou is like roasting this JoJo Siwa lookalike lollipop who reminds me of JoJo Siwa, and how they predicted of how terrible she is? Like, she did release that song called Karma because she looks like an akumatized miraculous villain. Look guys, I know we've been so retarded since we released Middlemost Post, but do we have like any other ideas of how we can make another show as like popular like The Loud House or SpongeBob?
Oh, I get an idea, sir. What if we make a show about rock, paper, and scissors, and they live in the same apartment together, and give them like personalities, and give them like a Squidward type character, and like Paper gets a girlfriend?
Tom, that's brilliant. We'll turn that into a show.
Yay! I got the job!